Hello, guys, and welcome back to the part 3 of the episode 57. We are doing the road to IPL mega auction, and this time we have the big boys, the most awaited team like of the fans. They have DM'd us telling when will you review about this team. If you cannot guess it, let me tell you it's Mumbai
एंड द
Indians. The
फैन जिन्होंने डीएम किया उनका नाम है पीयूष नथानी। पूरी डीएम करके बोल रहा है मुंबई को करो।
बट मेरा मन करे तो 10 एपिसोड मुंबई का ही निकाल दे, बट ठीक है. You should put your bias aside when you are in the panel. But that is fine. So 5 times champion were not good in the last season. They had their bad days, but that is maybe because of too much winning.
They were horrible. That's why.
They
That is
they
the
were,
हाँ,
reason.
but
टू
but
मच विनिंग और कुछ।
but what happened has happened. Fresh start.
हमने इतना सुना कि द ग्रेटेस्ट T20 टीम मुंबई का लास्ट 4 years, जिनमें 2 साल वो प्लेऑफ्स नहीं पहुंचे। Meanwhile, Chennai won the same titles as them in the last 4 years and made a final on top of that. So much for the
I know,
greatest
I
team
know.
ever.
By Chennai तो जबरदस्त टीम है,
पेपर
मुझे
पे
पता है.
शेर।
But what has happened has happened. I think as we discussed for CSK, I think not CSK, I think for Delhi and Mumbai, two of the franchise who had the most tough time in doing the retentions, because Mumbai had to let go of someone like Hardik Pandya, Ishan Kishan, Trent Bolt, Quinton de Kock. These four probably might be
राहुल
the.
चहर, पूरे 11 का ही नाम ले लेते हैं।
Oh, no, but I'm Rahul Char is fine.
ठीक है, नहीं राहुल चहर
No,
भी
no, but that is fine. But I think what four names they have left out of that, Hardik Pandya has already been picked up. So these 4 or 3 players might be the most expensive players you might see in the auction as well, like in the list. But that is what happens after every auction. But we always know that Mumbai always, they somehow end up getting the right combination. So let me quickly go through their retention. I think Rohit Sharma, absolutely no brainer. Jasprit Bumrah, no brainer. Surya Kumar Yadav, again, maybe not. And then Karan Pollard.
I
So,
think, but Kishan and Surya Kumar में like you can't go wrong with either one of them.
yeah. So I think my first thought as a Mumbai fan, because we could have only retained three Indian players and one foreigner. You cannot do four foreigners. If we had chance to retain four Indians, sorry, I think we would have retained Kishan over someone like Pollard, I believe, probably. But looking at the combinations, I think Pollard at six crore, yeah, Pollard at 6 crore is a very good deal, because he still have 2 or 3 years of cricket left in him, maybe more. I'm talking about the peak.
And given Mumbai's captain is barely fit, he will also get to captain a lot.
That might be the case as well. But I've seen a lot of people telling that why did you retain Pollard? But if you look at Pollard, you have paid 6 crore for him, and you get a leader, you get a match winner who will win you 2 to 3 matches in the season on his
And
own.
Mumbai always like back their players. Like Pollard is basically Mumbai Indians at this point. Like he has been there longer than Rohit Sharma even now. So I think like, and I think 2018 auction May Pollard was at his like worst form in his career. People thought he's finished. तब भी Mumbai spent almost the same money and RTM'd him as well. Ab Pollard is actually on like been in good form for the last couple of years. West Indies captain as well now. I think now it was a no-brainer. When they have backed him at their worst, they will like, and he's basically Mumbai Indians royalty. And one thing about Pollard is the games like जिस match में वो जिताएगा, that will always be the game everybody else fails in. Like he's like the guy, 10 for 3 ho, Pollard will drag you. Like he will not fail in those games when you need him to. So like, and like I don't have stats back there, but just from like
Yeah,
my
Vibes.
anecdotal watching,
obviously.
like
So
Pollard हमेशा उस मैच में चलेगा जब कोई नहीं
कोई
चलेगा.
नहीं
There's a
चलेगा.
collapse. Pollard
Correct,
उसमें
correct.
अकेला मारेगा.
So
So like,
looking
you
at that,
can't replace, you can't value that enough.
yeah. So I think the only major, so they retain, they spend their half the budget. They have 48 crores left. They spent 18 plus 8 plus 6, 14 plus 32 crores out of the 80.
42.
No, they spent 32. Oh, sorry, 42.
42.
Yeah, 42, 42. Yeah, correct. So but the thing is that there was, I think, the only major decision that MI had to take was Kishan or Yadav. So Ishwar, if you had a choice to retain any one of them, who would it be in looking at the entire circumstances? Did Mumbai make a right decision to retain Surya Kumar Yadav over Kishan, or was it not good according to you?
No, I think it was absolutely perfect decision. Because Surya Kumar Yadav is one of the rare batsmen in India who can play all your shots from ball one, whereas Ishan Kishan is your typical top order batsman. I mean, he's most destructive when he's at the top. They already have someone like a Rohit. They'll buy someone from the auction and then Sky at three. That would actually sort their top three as well. Like we were talking about Rajasthan, and then there's Kyran Pollard as the finisher. So they can buy someone like a Shah Rukh Khan as well. So when we go to the retentions, then we could talk about that, like what the strategy should be. But yes, coming to this decision, Surya Kumar Yadav retention was absolute no-brainer for me if you compare him with Ishan Kishan.
What about you,
Hmm.
Siddharth?
I think like why I mean I would also think maybe Kishan could be like he's much younger तो उसको ज़्यादा कर सकते हो, but I think like हाँ Surya Kumar Yadav is somebody who has like very unique skills कि वो middle maybe he can bat at the same tempo. I don't think there is any middle order batsman available quite like him.
Middle order Indian batsman.
Indian middle order batsman, of course. So I think like and like I think like even though I might have gone for Kishan because he's younger, I think like I think Mumbai ke perspective se I think it was always going to be Surya Kumar because he has like performed better lately and like Kishan ko you see Mumbai always drop Kishan like last 3-4 seasons mein he has been dropped for like game or two.
बहुत inconsistency है ना, like it has been actually
and maybe
proven.
I think like we saw in the Netflix documentary on
Exactly.
Mumbai ki Jayawardene was talking about uska attitude issues bhi hain thode like he doesn't apply himself that much. So I think like
But
maybe I
that
would
was
have
previous
retained
to
Kishan.
previous season. But after that,
But
he has improved
like
his
people
attitude
don't
wise.
change that quickly, right? Like उसके बाद भी देखा हमने सौरभ तिवारी खिला रहे थे ओकेशन के ऊपर for a few
Exactly.
games. But like इतने बड़े player को you don't other teams would not drop. I think maybe like उनको सच सोचा उन्होंने सोचा कि Surya Kumar is safer, but I think Kishan had more potential. But you can't really go with either one of them. Like
Yeah, also I think
whichever one they didn't retain would have been the most expensive player in the auction, and I think अभी Kishan होगा if they retained Surya Kumar, then Surya Kumar होता most expensive player.
but looking at Surya Kumar Yadav is you don't have much of the players at that number 3 position who can come and give you those runs quickly and play well against
Game
the
changer.
spinners.
Yeah,
And
game
because
changer.
because you look at the options and you have absolutely zero. I don't recall any name that comes at one down and that gives you run quickly. Like you might say Rahul Tripathi, but Rahul Tripathi is not consistent. He scores quickly.
मतलब वो caliber का नहीं है, थोड़ा like सस्ते caliber.
अभी start किया है राहुल त्रिपाठी
हाँ वो मतलब राहुल त्रिपाठी थोड़ा सस्ता है,
बच्चा है.
but ठीक है, but I think Surya Kumar has been Mumbai's best player since last 3 seasons or maybe 4.
बुमराह के बाद.
हाँ, no, I'm talking in batting. No, I'm talking just only
Best batsman.
batting.
वो तो definitely
And he's someone who has got the national cap as well now. He has the confidence
who is
with
in
him.
the prime of his career. I think you can't go wrong. And 8 crore for Surya Kumar is probably one of the bargains.
It's a steal. Auction में पक्का 12 जाता.
12 के ऊपर भी है.
So I think Mumbai done pretty well with their retentions. Now coming up in the next part, so they have Rohit as an opener, so they will have to find. They always like a righty or lefty left. So I think
they always like an overseas opener.
Overseas opener, yeah. So I think. Do you think that they will try hard for getting one of Kishan or a Quinton de Kock back into the squad?
I think Kishan realistically नहीं आने वाला. Because he will be too expensive. But I think de Kock is possible. Mumbai try like their proven guys. But if they are thinking thoda like if they are not set on the right left,
there is Roy.
Roy and
Rohit.
But the thing is, they have always maintained the righty lefty combination at the top.
But I think
हाँ,
Decok
वो
में वो भी
ठीक
मिल
है।
जाएगा कि they also have like a keeper because फिर उनको keeper नीचे ढूंढना पड़ेगा. But I think like if Decok goes for more than what they're expecting, I don't think he will. I mean, I wouldn't spend more than 5-6 crore on Decok.
Roy Evans, Hales,
like
Warner.
एक वो बैकअप के लिए भी लेंगे
Warner
overseas.
भी
No,
है
but
भाई.
with Quinton de Kock, you have two things sorted. One opener, the second part is a lefty, and a third part is a wicket keeper, a very good wicket keeper. So if you are spending 5-6 crores on him, I think as a whole package, it's really good. Like, not just judging by his batting performance, that he'll obviously perform because he has always been up to his game. So what I'm trying to make a point out here is, as a package, I think Mumbai should go behind Quinton de Kock back, is my personal opinion, because
And मेरे
they're
ख्याल से मुंबई को पता, like Mumbai always like to go for their guys. So I think they will definitely try, and I don't think Decok will be out of budget.
I think no, but I think they need to get someone new because QDK and Rohit to like सब देख चुके हैं अब like all teams जो भी
Maybe
है.
they might
So
also, but
you could
they
change up
will
with
get
someone
some
like a
backup for sure.
James Finch or Alex Hales. ये लोग unknown है, लाओगे along with Rohit.
I think Roy would be very suited to Wankhede, like बहुत बढ़िया
Exactly,
flanker के लिए.
and along with Rohit, भाई दोनों Rohit
I
ही
think
है,
he
मतलब
actually did have a great innings at Wankhede in 2018, 91 बनाया था single-handedly, one Delhi match.
Exactly.
I think Roy may be their primary backup, but फिर they will
वो
need to find
Warner
an
तो they
Indian
could
keeper.
definitely try. They would definitely try for Warner.
हाँ.
Warner और रोहित तो
Try तो Warner के लिए सब करेंगे, but I think वो फिर 48 crore में it's hard to fit in.
हाँ, yeah, Warner का थोड़ा tough है. तो
But-
yeah, that's why I said, hey,
but Mumbai,
Roy.
but I think only so they need
Maybe another alternative they could try is, if I mean there is a lot of hype around Shreyas Iyer, I don't think he is worth that much. I think another, like Mumbai could try for Iyer as well.
Iyer
Mumbai
बेकार होगा
needs-
भाई 2 डाउन खेलेगा तो.
हाँ मेरे हिसाब से वही है, बट आई थिंक मुंबई देख सकते हैं कि लाइक अगर सस्ते में मिल जाए, लाइक फ्यूचर कैप्टन रोहित की फिटनेस इश्यूज हैं और 3-4 साल से ज्यादा नहीं चलेगा, एंड अय्यर इज फ्रॉम मुंबई एज वेल, एंड देन दे कुड ओपन विद ईदर सूर्य कुमार और अय्यर एंड हैव द अदर वन एट 3. दोनों ने पहले ओपन किया है, एंड देन दे कुड गो विद एन ऑल इंडियन टॉप 3. दैट इज आल्सो अनदर ऑप्शन. आई थिंक अगर अय्यर is at an affordable price, I think they will try for him कि आगे कैप्टन बना दें, अभी नहीं, but आगे कैप्टन बना दें, and also Mumbai lad.
but I don't think so Mumbai will go for Iyer, because Iyer won't come for cheap, and I think they would rather spend
I
that.
think he will be cheaper than most people expect, but maybe
let's
for
see
Mumbai.
let's see.
Mumbai can
But
even get someone
Gotham
like an
can be
Ashwin.
told that RCB have 20 crore side for Shreyas Iyer.
भाई
भाई
वो
तो
I think आकाश चोपड़ा told वो RCB ने उसको पैसे दिए होंगे बोलने के लिए कि ये तू जाके बोल कि देखे कि हम कोई फ्रेंचाइजी अपना कटवाना चाहती है हमारा सुन के, कि सोचेंगे कि ये 20 करोड़ खर्चेंगे, हम खर्चते हैं और वो चिपका देंगे.
नहीं, बट अगर मैं देख रहा हूँ ना,
अगर श्रेयस अय्यर पे किसी ने भी 10 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा बिट करी ना, लाइक उस फ्रेंचाइजी को मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के लिए बैन कर दो वहीं पे.
अरे भाई देखो श्रेयस अय्यर का एग्री, बट
भाई
देन
120 पे 400 रन 2 करोड़ के लोग बैट्समैन बना लेते हैं. ईश्वर को खड़ा कर दो, वो भी 120 स्ट्राइक रेट पे बना लेगा रन फ्री क्रिकेट खेल के.
वही भाई देख वो तो है.
और उसी नाम पे उसको कैप्टन भी बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्राइक रेट ही वो बना है. लाइक लोगों को पता नहीं है, वो थिंकिंग है कि भाई कोई बंदा स्लो खेलता है दैट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल, एंड उसकी वजह से उसको कैप्टन बना दो. KL Rahul is another one of these, like जब से he has started playing slower in IPL, that is when he became responsible and became captain. Pant has also become responsible in the last 2
या
years.
तो MS धोनी के साथ हो, स्लो भी नहीं खेलता, फास्ट भी नहीं, पहले
वो
बॉल
तो
में आउट
खेलता ही नहीं है, फिर वो तो खेलता ही नहीं है ना, वो तो
अरे
he's
नहीं
on a different level.
देख, see now all jokes apart, like if I seriously analyze Mumbai in the past 2-3 seasons, they have one biggest weak link is the spin department. कोई है ही नहीं, तो they could go for someone like Ashwin. भाई देख, राहुल चाहर जो है he still raw, ठीक है. अगर वो पिटा तो ऑप्शन ही नहीं है मुंबई के पास कि लाइक कोई और स्पिनर लाए क्या खिलाए मैच में. हाँ, पीयूष चावला देखो, अब if you're happy with Piyush Chawla, then I have no words. Fine.
Yeah, bro, that is a valid point. Like a good renowned spinner.
You have Ravichandran Ashwin अभी available है ऑप्शन में. At least आपको 2-3 ओवर तो निकल ही जाएंगे सेफ. और ये एंड उसके साथ साथ इफ यू वांट सम
2-3 ही निकलेंगे, चौथा नहीं निकलेगा।
देख मतलब I'm telling in the like I'm telling in the most like
Or
most
maybe even
possible
Kuldeep
scenarios.
Yadav could be a good wild card option, to be honest. Like
Exactly.
जो
तो
भी है फॉर्म नहीं है, बंदे में टैलेंट जरूर है, एंड आई थिंक लाइक
एक
सेटअप
स्पिनर
लाइक
और एक
मुंबई,
ओवरसीज
हाँ
बॉलर तो पक्का लेना चाहिए
हाँ,
मुंबई को।
एक सेटअप मुंबई जैसा सेटअप इज प्रोबेबली व्हाट कैन गेट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ समबडी लाइक कुलदीप, इधर मुंबई और चेन्नई, जिनका जो इधर बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस बॉलर है, तो उसको ऐसा एक चाहिए सेटअप जो कहाँ जहाँ कॉन्फिडेंस दे।
भाई चेन्नई लेगा तो वो he'll win पर्पल कैप भाई।
हाँ चेन्नई लेगा तब तो इल, बट हाँ फिर मुंबई के वो है दो एक, फिर दो ओवरसीज पेसर्स पक्का है आई थिंक। एक यूजुअली दे गो फॉर एन ऑस्ट्रेलियन पेसर ऑलवेज, आई थिंक एक या तो पैट कमिंस ट्राई करेंगे,
Cummins.
इफ ही गोज टू एक्सपेंसिव मे बी समबडी लाइक जॉश हेजलवुड as well could be
I
a
would be
good
very
bolt
very happy
replacement.
if we get Josh Hazelwood because I
हाँ
think
न्यू बॉल,
he's a very good bowler.
हाँ बिकॉज मुंबई का देखो तो उनको लाइक बुमराह विल बोल एवरीवेयर, तो उनको एक न्यू बॉल बॉलर चाहिए, एक डेथ बॉलर चाहिए, बुमराह के साथ एक डेथ बॉलर और एक न्यू बॉल बॉलर। न्यू बॉल दूसरा तो कोई भी कर लेगा, तो आई
न्यू
थिंक
बॉल तो वोक्स भी
हेजलवुड,
है, वोक्स
हाँ
इनको भी अच्छा है।
हेजलवुड और वोक्स कुड बी द आइडियल न्यू बॉल बॉलर्स एट द स्टार्ट।
एंड पैट कमिंस विद
हाँ एंड कमिंस इफ दे वांट टू गो लाइक मार्की बाय, बैटिंग भी कर
But
लेगा
they
थोड़ी,
have always invested in
सुपरस्टार।
NCN for some reason. They've always backed him up.
बट वो तो मिनी ऑक्शंस में जब दे डिडंट
वो
हैव मेनी
इंजर्ड होगा
ऑप्शन।
ना, बट उसका
हाँ
मेन प्रॉब्लम
एनसीएन इज अ
फिटनेस भी
ग्रेट
है।
बाय, आई रियली लाइक हिम एज अ बॉलर, बट वो
Because he
कभी
can
फिट नहीं
bat
होता।
also, and he's decent.
बट उसका फिटनेस बहुत इश्यूज है रे, अभी भी बीबीएल में
हम्म।
इंजर्ड था, सब जगह इंजर्ड है।
But interesting because Mumbai have a
वो
pacers
भी
in
पक्का
a
एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन लाइक इंटरनेशनल बॉलर, हमेशा यूजुअली दे ऑलवेज एंड अप गेटिंग एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन, तो मे बी आई थिंक लॉकी फर्गसन आल्सो दे माइट ट्राई, बट आई थिंक वो थोड़ा ज्यादा का जाएगा। सेम विद ट्रेंट
नहीं
बोल्ट,
नहीं नहीं
बोल्ट
नहीं नहीं, बोल्ट बोल्ट ज्यादा जाएगा, लॉकी ये सब
आई
मिल
वुड आई
जाएंगे
थिंक
रे,
लॉकी इज
पांच के
मोर
अंडर ही, पांच के अंडर ही
अकॉम्प्लिश्ड
रहेगा।
बॉलर।
अगर देख, अगर लॉकी पे देगा
एंड
इट विल बी
अनदर
सेम लाइक
वाइल्ड कार्ड
मिल्स,
ऑप्शन में भी
इट
दे
विल बी
कुड
सेम
कंसीडर
लाइक मिल्स। अगर
who
लॉकी पे 10 करोड़
consider who
देंगे।
एक और वाइल्ड कार्ड ऑप्शन है, अगर न्यू बॉल बॉलर चाहिए, इवन दो ही डिडंट हैव द बेस्ट ऑफ आईपीएल, आई थिंक शेल्डन कॉट्रेल, अगर उसको सिर्फ न्यू बॉल ही दो, उसको बोलो
भुवनेश्वर
भाई
कुमार
ओवर,
खिला दो भाई, भाई भुवी खिला दो, उससे अच्छा।
भाई भूवी फिट नहीं होता ना, आई थिंक कॉट्रेल
उमेश
न्यू
यादव
बॉल
खिला
के
दो
साथ
भाई,
पंजाब के
मैं
लिए
तो
अच्छा किया था।
आई विल गिव
एक
उमेश
और
बुमराह के
वाइल्ड,
साथ कॉट्रेल,
अब भूवी एक्चुअली ले सकते हैं, भूवी बुमराह इंडियन प्रूवन
रन मशीन,
नहीं
रन
yes,
चाहिए
मशीन।
भाई, मूवी नहीं चाहिए भाई.
उमेश
but
I'm
यार,
I'm
उमेश
I'm saying this in a live podcast that if Mumbai signs Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I will stop supporting Mumbai.
फिर भूवी ले रहे हो तो एक रहाने भी ले लो,
देन
मुंबई का
उमेश,
लड़का।
देन देयर इज
भाई
उमेश
अगर
यादव।
राणे और वो दोनों ले लिया, I will stop watching IPL. मुंबई सपोर्ट छोड़ो, IPL देखना बंद कर दूंगा.
रहाने एक्चुअली तुम्हारे लिए अच्छे हो सकता ब्रो, दोनों ऊपर अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्सिबल इनिंग्स
भाई
खेलेंगे,
we don't do charity in Mumbai Indians. I hope we stay away. But jokes apart,
चैरिटी के से ना,
सीएसके
चैरिटी से
लेगा
मेरे को
रहाने
याद
को।
आया मुंबई का एक नेल्ड ऑन साइनिंग अर्जुन तेंदुलकर, चैरिटी।
चैरिटी और चैरिटी भाई, वो तो फिक्स्ड है भाई पीयूष बोल, 20 lakhs बैंक मैच अर्जुन तेंदुलकर।
jokes
मे भी
aside,
अगर
बोलो सीट क्या बोल रहे थे?
मे भी अगर एक और फ्रेंचाइजी को थोड़े मुंबई से 10-20 लाख और निकलवाने हैं, वो भी बिड करते हैं, पता ही है अर्जुन साहब वहीं जाएंगे। सचिन को 5 करोड़ देते हैं साल का एज अ मेंटोर, और उसके बेटे को भी थोड़ा
क्या 5 करोड़ मिलता है सचिन को ये
हाँ,
करने के लिए?
एज अ मेंटोर कोचेस को नहीं मिलता, उसको बस वानखेड़े में हाथ चलाने के लिए मिलता।
But jokes apart, last part of this episode. So Mumbai have their opening sorted with Rohit Sharma. They have to buy another opener that is there, but they have Sky, who's a great middle order batsman, and then they have Pollard as well. So that middle order is sorted, and other there with Bumrah, you have that Indian pacer sorted. So looking at their retentions, their target will mainly be overseas bowler and a wicket keeper, or a wicket keeper who can open. So personally, I'll start. I think Mumbai will go all out for one of Kishan and or Bolt, and then look to sign back Quinton de Kock. So these are my two predictions that Mumbai might go with because they have always backed their core players and they always want them to come back even if they want to spend more. But the only issue with Mumbai Indians is whoever player they bid on currently, every other franchise comes in and start bidding on them just to,
especially Delhi Capitals.
yes,
And
just to
they उनके
just
ओनर और अंबानी का पता नहीं क्या है, लाइक वो देखता है आकाश ने पैडल उठाया मैं भी उठाऊंगा जो प्लेयर है.
वही सो वो एक मुंबई के लिए ड्रॉबैक
आई
हो
थिंक
सकता है.
इवन पृथ्वी शॉ भी दिल्ली को ऐसे ही मिला था 2018 में.
अरे
शॉ वाज लाइक ऑलमोस्ट गोइंग अनसोल्ड, मुंबई ने पैडल उठाया, लाइक दिल्ली डिडंट सीम इंटरेस्टेड, दिल्ली उठाने लग गए, फिर जैसे ही मुंबई ने किया एंड दिल्ली गॉट हिम, बट
या एंड इट
ended up
टर्न्ड आउट टू
working
बी
out. So maybe other
लाइक
franchises
लास्ट टाइम अभी
भी ये
जो
कॉपी
मिनी
करें.
ऑक्शन हुआ था लास्ट टाइम, यानसन और ये सब के लिए जितने जितने भी लोगों के लिए मुंबई बिड किया सबके लिए ऑलमोस्ट एवरी अदर फ्रेंचाइज आल्सो स्टार्टेड बिडिंग. सो आई थिंक दे बिकॉज
फ्री
वन
की
थिंग आई,
स्काउटिंग करके दे रहे हैं.
because one thing I forgot to mention, like only few teams in the IPL have an international and a domestic scout as well for each league. And
But I think
Mumbai,
this is something like ये ऐसा like this is something the IPL should fix in the future. Maybe auction रख रहे हो, but maybe ऐसा रख लो कि एक uncapped player which no like maybe put in like a system where each franchisee can nominate maybe one or two uncapped players.
ड्राफ्ट
अगर
साइन ना.
किसी और ने वो प्लेयर नॉमिनेट नहीं किया, यू कैन गेट हिम फॉर अ चीप प्राइस आउटसाइड ऑफ द ऑक्शन सीक्रेटली. अगर किसी और ने नॉमिनेट किया तब बिड कर सकते हो, बट अगर किसी और ने वो
but
प्लेयर
then you
नहीं
will have to
देखा,
register, no? But they have the
नहीं
registration
भाई
process.
सीक्रेटली रजिस्टर करो ना कि
अच्छा,
आईपीएल सीक्रेटली बोलो, फिर आईपीएल चेक करे कि अगर किसी और ने प्लेयर नॉमिनेट किया है तब इसका ऑक्शन होगा. तो मे बी लाइक देन फ्रेंचाइजीज वुड हैव मोर इंसेंटिव टू स्काउट दीज
interesting,
टैलेंट. कि नहीं
interesting.
तो अभी तो दिल्ली का स्काउटिंग है कि भाई पॉन्टिंग ने जो कर लिया, नहीं तो मुंबई की स्काउटिंग फ्री में ऑक्शन में दिखी जाएगी.
तो फिर दिल्ली में जॉश फिलिपी आएगा इस बार, फिर पॉइंटिंग ने किया स्काउटिंग
would
तो.
be pretty good. Felipe
but
could actually be a Mumbai के लिए भी good candidate. Actually, wicketkeeper, opener, foreigner, explosive, good
yeah,
candidate for
interesting.
Mumbai.
So
Backup for
so
Dekok.
my prediction is I think Mumbai, I have a gut feeling that they'll go all out for Ishan Kishan to get him back. They might not even after trying hard, but that's a different case. But my prediction is if they lose out on Kishan, I think they'll go all out on Quinton de Kock again
And
because
Dekok is in the first lot, so Dekok के लिए पहले जाना पड़ेगा.
oh, is it? They
Dekok
released the
marquee lot.
the first 10 player list is also out. Who will be auctioned first?
Bolt and Dekok and Cummins and all are there, but Kishan is in the one after.
So maybe that might be a tricky situation, like whether they go for Queenie or they wait for Kishan. So that would be interesting to see because. But coming to Ishwar, who do you think Mumbai will sign and what their final strategy might look like? Will they look to retain their players from last season or will that not be possible because of the budget remaining? And if not, who are the players that they might sign this season?
I definitely think that their budget won't be enough, but they will try, as you said, for like to get their older members back. But I think they should go for someone like a Pat Cummins. I think he should be their marquee signing, along with say R Ashwin, followed by second. So this would solve their biggest problems, which they currently have in the squad. R Ashwin because they don't have any spin stalwart and there are not many available in the auction as well. So अब ऐसे situation में like if you take someone like your spin department is also sorted and along with that you have Pat Cummins as well, like who can be a fast bowler, like tear away fast bowler at the top. So yeah.
I think Cummins they will target for sure. Yeah, if not Hazelwood लेंगे, and Cummins and Bumrah would also be a very marketable pace bowling, like as the marquee pacers of today's generation. So I think
Two out of the Fab Four. Two out of the Fab.
And then spinners, I think they might target one of Kuldeep or Chahal, budget permitting. Kuldeep will probably be cheaper. And
Not
I think
Chahar.
they will try.
Chahal.
No, I'm talking
Chahar
Chahar.
they will try, but like कोई experienced spinner ही लेंगे as their first choice. Then I can also say एक wicket keeper, I think they will go for De Kock. उनको पता होगा कि Kishan realistically 12 crore में नहीं आ सकता. And I think some like फिर then they might target a backup like Felipe or maybe even Matthew Wade जो keep कर सकता है and can open. So yeah, I think these will be the guys they're targeting. And maybe if Chennai let him go, they might go for somebody like Dwayne Bravo as a second death bowling. Also a Mumbai original. And then middle order, maybe they might target somebody like Nitish Rana, another Mumbai original.
but I
Siddesh lad.
वो तो ठीक है. I hope that Krunal Pandya finds a new team this time. Don't want him back for some
But don't you
reason.
want Mumbai to try for their old players, man?
Why
Krunal
not?
Pandya,
But
marquee player,
Krunal Pandya is good, but I think
core.
his batting has not been up to the mark as it was before. But his bowling has been okay, and he gives you the 4 overs. But again, they lost one Pandya. Let's see if they try
वाह,
hard to get.
कृणाल पांड्या पे तो बोल रहा है 4 ओवर्स देगा और अश्विन पे बोल रहा है 2-3 ही डाल पाएगा. वाह भाई
मैंने
वाह.
नहीं बोला, सिड ने
कृणाल
बोला.
पांड्या भी नहीं डाल सकते.
सिड ने बोला भाई, मैंने नहीं बोला.
कृणाल
I
पांड्या भाई साहब.
but let's see. So always have that trust in Mumbai management to go do their homework. Shows the reason why they are the most consistent and most decorated franchise ever in the IPL history. 5 trophies, great management, brilliant coaching staff. So and also probably the best scouting system in the country as well.
प्लस
So
1 चैरिटी भाई.
अबे भाई ठीक है. But that is all jokes apart. I
And
think
10-20 लाख के रिलायंस कॉर्पोरेट लीग वाले बड़े भाई
कॉर्पोरेट.
होंगे.
हाँ हाँ.
but I think 48 crores remaining budget. I definitely hope that Kishan or a Quinton de Kock is back home. Let's see what's going to happen. So that was it, guys. For this episode, we discussed about the greatest team, Mumbai Indians, and I've told this a lot of time. I should not obviously keep the bias aside, but that is fine. But see you guys in the next episode, where we'll be discussing about the franchise that kicked out the most successful opener, David Warner, obviously Sunrisers Hyderabad. So looking forward to discuss about the Orange Army,
It
what's
was
going to
home
happen,
team.
what's going to happen after that. Uh, I think Ashwin might be the candidate to lead, but that's a spoiler. So see you guys in the next episode. Till then, stay safe, take care, goodbye, good night, bye bye.